I have a small house update for you today. I'm very excited to show you my door. So this is something that I've been looking forward to for quite a long time. It's not completely finished. Darren the carpenter needs to come back in and just put the little floor carpet piece in. He also needs to put the door stops up the sides on both sides and secure the top one in properly. But it was just a sort of a preliminary, get as much done tonight as possible and then pop back in tomorrow and finish it all off. I'm so pleased. I went with these sort of like Victorian handles. He had a bit of a hard time, bless him, trying to put them on because the screws are sort of an awkward angle without scratching the doorknob. But luckily I went with a brushed finished one, so when all is said and done, I can go over that with a bit of a scouring pad and it'll be fine. But yeah, he has done such a good job. This man is an absolute professional. You see all those videos on TikTok of all the horrible carpentry jobs and stuff, but I mean, as you can see, that is absolutely perfect. So as we go in, you will also see, and this will answer the long anticipated question of, will I be getting skirting boards? Yes, of course I was going to be getting skirting boards. I just couldn't afford them at the time, but now I've saved up a bit of money, managed to get them. I've also gone with a sort of a Victorian architrave, as you can see here, which is absolutely awesome. And obviously the door itself is a Victorian style door. So hopefully everything in here looks sort of in keeping with the period, which is absolutely what my intention was, and I think we've succeeded at that. Let me turn off this flickering light. Hang on, there we go. So yeah, really pleased with it. Obviously it all needs to be painted, but it's all completely operational for now, and finally I can work in this room without staring out at the house beyond the door being unfinished and distracting me. As far as most things in here are concerned, this is completely done, and I'm so pleased with it. You can see just how good of a job he's done. He's an absolute expert, and yeah, it just looks so good. I'm really pleased. So yeah, massive thank you to you, Darren. You're an absolute hero, mate. He was working all day at his job and then came in here after work from 6 till I think about 9 o'clock, bless him, working. So yeah, but look at that. Just completely finishes it off. I put everything back on the shelf, had a little reorganization. It's nice to sort of move some things up and move other things down so you can, you know, take a good look at the bits up here. I'm really pleased with my collection at the moment. It's just, yeah, makes me very happy. Got a few things I need to put up in the loft, stuff I need to make videos on down there, and other bits and bobs. I've got some other little surprises over there to make videos on. So yeah, but I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update because I haven't shown many people the house in a while. And I have had quite a lot of people be quite upset about that, understandably, because, you know, this was a process that was quite full on to start with, and it's all sort of slowed down a little bit, and people still are keen to hear about it and haven't been able to show it off. So yeah, hopefully this will satisfy some of those questions. The studio was the most important room for me to get finished because it's where I work to earn the money to finish the house. So it's absolutely so cool. I mean, this is a dream. I hope you all can understand. This is the dream, to have a room dedicated to your fun, your work, and your collection, you know, your everything. It's just, I'm so grateful, honestly. What an absolute dream come true. Really pleased. I need to do a couple of things. We're going to put a little hole here in this corner and have a vent. Also hopefully going to get the builders to maybe pop an air brick in outside as well to get some fresh air behind the cavity wall that we built, because this corner of the house was quite badly affected by damp. So hopefully, I mean, there was lots of cracks on the outside of the wall on this other side of here on the exterior, and that was all obviously removed, all of the render, and then completely redone in a lime-based render, which will hopefully allow that breathability and hopefully won't crack, because this house is 200 years old, and so for the most part will have settled, and so yeah, hopefully won't crack. But if it does, we can patch it up. But ultimately, it's going to stop getting that water in. So I'm going to stop waffling. And yeah, moment to just appreciate how cool this all looks. Very exciting. Gonna get this filled in here with a bit of cement and then paint all of this. Darren is gonna fit a nice sort of beading in along here. I've got a tiny bit of pointing left to do on the fireplace, but you can see just how awesome that all looks. there. Still need to paint this fireplace, just haven't had the time at the moment. He's had to go over here, bless him, as well. But again, that will all be covered up with a bead down there. Gonna get them to pop a little bit of cement or something in there, or, you know, fill it with something, and just paint that all a dark black or something. And yeah, what an absolute sight to behold of. Very, very pleased. I need to get the radiator put on the wall. That will eventually be sort of around about here. And this sound paneling is not here to stay. This is going to be replaced, as is that. Going to have three smaller sort of sheets of it here along there, one along the back, and then maybe two there. So that should help with all of the sound issues. Also thinking maybe a couple up on the ceiling or something as well. I need to put the fire alarm back in as well. But yeah, wow. Honestly, so pleased. And Freya probably is as well, because it means that she can close the door and leave me to do my stressful stuff on my own. and then see me when it's all done at the end. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, hopefully this has been... Hang on. Hopefully it's been cool to just see a few of the bits going on in the studio. Doesn't even feel real, to be honest with you. Just to look over at that corner, it just does not feel real. And yeah, I know loads of people have been asking about the skirting boards, so hopefully this answers the question you've all been waiting for. Will I be getting skirting boards? Yes, my answer is yes. That's going to be everywhere. Skirting boards are going to be everywhere. Of course they are, because, you know, it finishes it all off. I'm going to paint them white eventually, but yeah. All right, thank you so much.